We accept the love we think we deserve. Stephen Chopsky, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. As a struggling high school student and incoming college freshman, I, like many others, struggled with identity. I struggled finding the things that made me who I was. This is a rough time in anyone's life with so many things to get caught up in: drugs, sex, mischief. It's fairly easy to be influenced by those things and people around you. It's hard to find who you want to be. I remember walking into college with a clear mind and strong idea of who I wanted to be. That was until I met you. That bright smile and sassy demeanor hooked me from the initial hello. Little did I know that word was the beginning of the destruction of everything I am. You see, it started off great. We were lost in the so-called honeymoon phase, lost in young love. Eventually, that love turned to nothing more than lust. I guess that's why you did it, right? That's why you cheated on me, and with my best friend nonetheless. We fought that night. Neither of us falling asleep, we just laid there in pure frustration. You had this way of making things my fault. So I took responsibility. I took responsibility for your infidelity. I forgave you, and we moved on. Until you did it again, that was, this time with my cousin. It was the alcohol, you said. He came on to you. If I had been there, there it was. That quick wit of yours taking the opportunity to once again turn this on me. And after another night of fighting, I took responsibility for it. I took responsibility. I still remember the insults you hurled at me for weeks. Worthless, trash, insecure, always my fault, and I bought it. I remember when depression sank in, and I finally tossed my pride to the side to see a counselor. Oh, the mistake I made telling you that. You said things like, I didn't realize I was dating a girl. How pathetic. You called me a pussy. I guess that opened the door for you to cheat on me the third time. The third time I found out, at least. You've already exhausted sleeping with my best friend and my cousin. So what step could possibly come next? That's right. Let's sleep with one of his employees. Now that made work awkward, but I'm sure that was your plan, wasn't it? Again, it was my fault, but this time, rather than stay around and insult me, you left. And you didn't come back, and baby, that was the best thing you could have done. Now, I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt, because I did. I'd be lying if I said the depression magically went away, because it didn't. It took one powerful moment, one powerful day to help me realize that where I was headed, thanks to you, wasn't a good place. The clouds overtook the sun that morning, not letting the sun's rays brighten up the city streets. I skipped class and made my way in complete silence back to our hometown. My mom and dad were at work, and my brothers were still at school. I grabbed the gun from its usual spot, already loaded, a Springfield XD9 that felt all too familiar in my hands. I found my way to my room, locked the door, and I sat on the closet floor, tears running down my face, staining the light green carpet. I closed my eyes. Now, as an atheist, I'm not fond of spiritual apparitions, but I cannot deny what I felt that day. I felt a cold embrace, wrapped in the arms of my grandpa, who, years earlier, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head while on a wild drug binge. He was holding me as I continued to cry. I let a girl do this to me. I let someone who had proven her irrelevance time and time again get me to this point. I tossed the gun to the side and I cried myself to sleep there on the closet floor. Now, things didn't get better as quickly as I'd hoped, but with the help of some counseling and medication, I was able to recover. And I'm thankful I did, because that day, that event, I finally realized who I am and what I deserve. And now, I found it.